Welcome to sa.neter Studios. We don't get no better than consciousness info. Sa.neter TV7. You keep it hot 24/7. You got that light for 102. Sa.neter TV2. Yeah.
You are now inside sa.neter Studios, the house of consciousness production. Black news presentation. Sa.neter. Sa.neter.
All right. As y'all see, rest in peace to all of our grandmaster teachers who have moved on the next realm of the Egunguns, the ancestors. Egungun is like a Swahili word, which means the ancestors. So we celebrating life. It's not a time to be sad. A lot of us tends to be sad, and that's what the European funeral homes tend to do. When our loved ones pass away, it's played out that way instead of celebration of life, because that's the way we did it as African people. We celebrated life, especially if you ain't just passed away or died from a tragic death. You understand? So if you ain't passed away from a tragic death, it's a celebration of life. And so when you go to the European parlors and all of this stuff here, they make you cry with the organs. They begin to play that. And see, that's the way they do it. And that's when you see the women and sisters and they crying, and instead of being happy to celebrate the life that you was able to share with that person, you know? And that's the way it was with me when my mom's made her transition. I see my sisters and all of everybody around me, and all of them were crying when the organ started playing. That's when the tears come down. And I understand everybody's not on that same level. You know, you got to be on a different level to understand death is a part of life. Life is a part of death. We all going to go through it, you know? That's all I wanted to say. Now, it may seem harsh to some people, and believe me, I don't mean it to be harsh. You know, I just understand when you accept life, you accept death with it, because it's all going to happen. I told my wife, and, you know, I could only tell them, I don't want nobody crying over me, but I can't stop that. You know what I'm saying? I would rather them celebrate. Believe me, I had a good life. I would say I had a good life, man. You know, I had a good life. And that's why I tell people I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid of that, because it's going to happen. It's inevitable. Everybody going to taste death. Physical death. That's what I'm talking about. We all going to go through it. All of us. The thing is what you're going to leave behind. when you go through it. You know, that's the key thing. What are we going to leave behind? And so let me see. Jabari supposed to be here. Let me let him know I'm live. Let me let the family know that I am live, so that everybody could come in and talk and go in and have some fun. Have some fun. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of clips that I want to play. A couple of videos.
Peace, brother.
I want you to know I'm live. Everybody can hear you. So come in when you're ready.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I'm coming in.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace. I'm live, Captain Tazariak. Everybody can hear you. You could come in for a couple of minutes and give your piece, and then you can bounce. You ain't got to stay all day. I'm doing the show right now on Baba Heru.
Give me a few. I'm out of
All
town.
right.
Give me
I know you're out of town. I know.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll be back in town when Divine be here, because Divine will be here next week.
What
So,
days?
I don't know what day, but I know he just texted me and said he'll be on the couch next week. Pause, Captain.
Okay.
Don't start no crazy talk.
I ain't gonna say that.
Hey, you know, I saw the video that you did. I'm gonna tell you, man, commend you on the work you're doing. You staying abreast, you staying on top of all the latest things that's going on. And when I wouldn't have known the thing about Cameron and the boxer, what's his name? Broner. I wouldn't have known about that if I wouldn't have saw your video. So your video made me go and check out the video of Cameron.
Yeah, listen, that's what I be trying to do, like every day, trying to find out what's the popular shit. Yeah, what's popular.
I'm gonna tell you something else that you ain't talk about yet.
What? You
ain't talk about the lynching of the 17-year-old that they found in Mississippi a couple of days ago. I'm surprised that
okay. I'm hoping. Okay, so Colin Kaepernick is doing funding a second autopsy because they call it a suicide.
Right.
I'm just waiting to see some other information to come out.
Yeah.
To see if it's really.
That's what I was doing too, because I didn't want to jump out the window.
If it's suicide, I don't want to jump out the window.
Right.
With the whole race card, if it actually is suicide.
Yeah, then we'll look crazy.
Right. So I don't want to look crazy. So I'm just trying to. That's why I've been holding off.
Okay,
so that's the only reason I ain't spoke about it yet.
All right, brother. Be safe where you at, man. Peace, brother.
All right, no sweat. All right, peace.
All right. Yeah, he's 21. I mean, thanks, Cynthia. He's 21. So, can you please find and put out the whole interview of Baba Heru was talking to Captain Tazariak, and they were going back and forth. Oh yeah, yes. I was looking at that the other day. I got it. Man, I got all the good stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, I was able to do what nobody did, what nobody done before in my house. Y'all gonna see. And I did a few things with our people. You know, Reggie and Baba Heru, they were enemies at one point. They didn't like each other at one point. I made it a point. I told Reggie, you got to man up. Yo, I'm going to see Baba Heru, Reggie, and you coming with me, brother. And you going to peace out with the elder. And so I know he's probably happy that he did now before he passed away. And so that's a good thing. And Reggie, first he fought me on it a couple of times. I went by myself. And the next time I said, nah, Reggie, you coming, man. You got to come with me. You know, and he ended up coming with me, and him and Baba Heru sat down, and they had a nice build. Oh, damn. I'm sorry, Jabari. My bad. Let me get the link. Brother Jabari want to come in. And yeah, so there's the link right there. Jabari, there's the link. And so, yeah, you know, I said, nah, Reggie, you got to come, man. Come on, man. We ain't trying to hear all that. And then Reggie he just gave in and said, you know what, sir, I'm going. I hope he ain't going to try to kill me or something, you know, some crazy stuff. But yeah, it was good. I'm just glad that Reggie was able to have peace with the elder before he made his transition. That's a good look. That is a good look, you know. And so Jabari should be in the building. Here's brother Jabari. And let me start this off before Jabari come in. Let me do this. Start it off.
Welcome to sa.neter Studios. We don't get no better than consciousness info. Sa.neter TV 7. You keep it hot 24/7. You got that Black News 102. Sa.neter TV 2. Yeah.
You are now inside sa.neter Studios, the House of Consciousness production. Black news presentation.
Okay, so I had to throw that out there. I had to put that out there at the beginning. And my brother Jabari, I hope you heard what I said earlier about the celebration of life. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll say it again because when you come on, I don't want to start seeing tears coming down. You're going to make me cry, brother. So I want to say this is life, a celebration of life. I want everybody to understand that. You know, it depends on where you at in your spirituality and your development, but it's a celebration of life. You know, of course, we all gonna, it's natural for us to feel sad. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's a celebration of life. Once you accept life coming out that womb, you know, death is inevitable and we all gonna taste that. But the spirit moves on. But what we should be is happy in celebrating the life of a great giant that came before us, that taught us so much about Kemet, about Egypt. And that's what we should be praising right now and being happy for him sharing that part of his life with us. Without any further ado, I bring to you my brother, Jabari.
Peace, brother. I obviously I'm saddened today. Baba had been ailing for some time, and he finally made his transition on Thursday morning. And it is difficult, I mean, to know that he's not going to be on the physical plane. He was someone who guided me from the time I was a young man to the time I am now. We were close enough that when there was a challenge in my life, sometimes I would not even call him. He would call me.
Right.
He would just feel something, that something was amiss, and he would just call me and say, why haven't you called me? How are you? Something must be wrong. And so he's assisted me through the most difficult aspects, and he's also been there to celebrate with me through all those major milestones in my life. Since about I'd say December of last year, January of this year, he's really been ailing, and so he made his transition this week. And I think I wrote on social media that there's a Baba Heru-sized hole in the universe today. He's making his journey on the boat of Ra, and I think we all recognize that not having the ability to have easy access, easy and ready conversations with him makes the world much more challenging. But we should also know that he left so much behind. He communicated with and inspired so many people on virtually every continent on the planet. There are people who brought their grandchildren to experience him, to get to know him. That's how long he had been really operating and working with our community, assisting us in our community. He had been doing that since the 60s, and finally at the age of 84 he made his transition. And I'm personally, I don't know how to put it in words yet. I'm sure I'm going to have some very complex emotions around everything. I'm trying not to feel loss because I know that Baba will still be in the ether, communicating and inspiring and attempting to ensure that our people return to their African traditions. And so I'm trying to use that as solace, but knowing that I will not be able to simply call him on the phone or go visit him the way that I did in the past.
Right. That's the hard part. That's the hard part.
It's hard. It's hard.
And to you, my brother, Black to Egypt TV. No, this is not the brother that did the video on the Twa people. That's brother Infadiji, who did the video on the Twa people. Infadiji is all right. I spoke to him today. Same way I spoke to that brother today as well. And yeah. So
Yeah.
Tell me, Jabari, how did you get to meet Baba Heru? How did that happen? The shortcut version, because I know you can go on and go.
I'll try to give a short version. I mean, just basically, I was already studying at the Saroset Society, studying the ancient African tradition at the Saroset Society in, I guess this must have been 1994, 1995. Maybe a little bit later. Maybe this had to be 96. And a sister that worked with me said, knowing you, I think you would really get a lot out of the Shrine of Ptah. And I said, no, sister, I'm completely comfortable where I am. And I hope that members of the Shrine of the Saroset Society aren't offended by what I'm saying. It's an amazing space, but she said, come with me tonight. Just come and, meet some other folks in the Comedic community. And I said, sure. And I went there that night. And I remember when Baba Heru walked in, everyone bowed. And I said, I'm bowing for him. Who's that dude?
Right.
And then I listened to him. And I went to speak to him afterwards. And when he was leaving, they bowed again. And I bowed because I had recognized that.
Who he was,
I was not showing subservience to him. I was recognizing his role as a divine servant. From that day on, Baba has been part of my life. That's probably 1996. And he's been part of my life all the way up through. I was initiated in the Shrine of Ptah. I did my Sacred Kingman secondary initiation in the Shrine of Ptah. And then eventually I was made a priest by Baba Heru and created the Shrine of Ma'at. So, and Baba Heru served as the Shrine Elder of the Shrine of Ma'at as well. Just because if I was going to try to assist people and guide them, there was no better person to serve as elder than Baba Heru. He was just one of those people that would spend his time with you, truly assisting you in understanding how the ancient African traditions might speak to you. He spent large amounts of time with me over the years doing that, and that really was an amazing aspect of my life. It was just an amazing aspect of my life, and I am weaker today because he is not with me in physical form. I'll do my altar work tonight as well to recognize his divine soul, but.
Hey, Jabari, I need you to let me know exactly, brother. Please don't forget If I find out anything, I'll contact you, or if you find out anything about as far as the services, the celebration, please let
Well,
me know, brother.
well, I can say to you
Earlier.
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me say to you that in speaking with his immediate family, it's clear that they're not going to have a funeral per se, but there will be a memorial, and that may not happen immediately. It probably will happen in a few weeks to months, and I will assist in trying to make sure that it's the kind of memorial that is befitting someone as grand as Baba Heru. And you'll certainly know about that long before. You'll know about it probably before the public does, sa.neter. But everyone that was touched by him will have an opportunity to share their words and their feelings about him being an ancestor at this point. 84 years old. 84 years old. While it still seems surprising to me, the reality is that a lot of Black men don't make it to 84. My own my own father didn't make it to 84. So he lived a long life, and he inspired literally hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people around the world. And I know that we will continue to hold aloft the legacy that Baba Heru fully brought us all into.
Well, let me say, brother, I'm glad that I had met him. I'm glad I had I had several meetings with the brother. I was able to
Several?
have
You spoke to him a lot.
a lot of times.
Yeah. The way you make it sound several meetings sound like you saw him a few times. You spoke to him a lot.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I was able to do things that nobody has done, where I brought together 3 of the grand masters sitting on my couch in my living room.
Yeah.
And I just want to play a few minutes. Before I play that, man, let me let you know, I don't know what it is, but I think the spirit of the ancestors have a way of contacting Brother sa.neter. I did Ishaka Musa Barashango. I filmed him before he passed away. When he went back home, he passed away. I filmed Del Jones, the war correspondent. You know Del Jones?
Of course. I knew him when I was in college.
He's the one that wrote the Black Holocaust. The book.
Yes. No.
Black Holocaust. Yes, it is. And then he wrote Culture Bandits.
Culture Bandits.
And he wrote the Black Holocaust too.
I'm thinking Sam Anderson wrote the Black Holocaust. It's possible it has a similar title.
Yeah, probably do. And
Right.
so I filmed
have
him.
Culture Bandits though.
Yeah, Culture Bandits and the Holocaust. Yes. And right after I filmed him, he passed away that week as well. So
you've been in this game long enough, sa.neter.
Right, but the only one that I was upset that I never got a chance to get was Dr. John Henry Clark.
Oh.
And Dr. Amos Wilson, brother. I didn't get them too.
2 people that I knew. I knew them. I was a young scholar when I knew Dr. Clark better than I knew Amos Wilson.
Yeah, I got Dr. Ben. I put him in my car with me. I had Cynthia with me, my wife, and my twins. They were babies. And we went and we drove them. We went to go see him at the home shelter first. Right. And then we took him from there, took him for a trip, put him in the car, and we took him to go eat with us, eat lunch. And I'm going to tell you something. You can't tell Dr. Ben what to eat, bro. I tried that, and he checked me right away. I'm sorry, Dr. Ben. Cynthia on the side laughing at me, and I'm like, oh, man, I'm sorry. Eat what you want, Dr. Ben. I've been eating pork all my life. I've been eating all this all my life, all that stuff, So, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead.
In the home, he said to me, "Bring me some sorrel." So, yes.
We'll be performing the opening of the mouth ceremony for Saber Baba Heru That's good. That's good. Asar. Asar is in the back. I'm gonna bring y'all in a minute. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm gonna bring y'all brothers in. But let me go back to this. I was able to do because I was always finding stuff. I said, man, I gotta get these three giants up in the building, right on my couch. And I will be throwing the whole video up.
Sa.neter.
Gathering of the masters.
So peace and hotep to my family that's here. I mean, this is a beautiful thing. When people found out that I was bringing the elders together, they said, man, this is going to be one of the biggest and best information outlets that y'all could have right now. We got Baba Heru sitting in the middle. Of course, the strong, mighty warrior, Infodiji. And of course, we have Professor James Smalls.
Where were you at, Jabari? Where was you at, man? I don't know where you was at this time.
I want to start with Professor James Smalls, and then we're going to go right.
Yeah, where were you? You was probably in school?
No, please. I remember when this happened.
So where were you?
I mean, I just wasn't there when you had them.
Man, did I call you?
About you knew me then. You knew me when this happened.
Yeah, of course. But did I at least call you?
Early.
Did I call you?
Baba told me when he was coming to sit together with all.
And why you ain't come, brother? That's what I'm saying.
You did not invite me.
Oh man, you should have came with Baba Heru. I didn't invite the twins either, but they came. They were twins. It was twins that came, young brothers. But let me go on. Check it out. Baba Infodiji looking young as hell. Baba Heru looking young, and Professor Smalls
down the line. All right. So, Professor Smalls. Yes, sir. What do you think of Zion Lex after your sit down? Many people feel that he was out of line, especially when
look at Smalls. Oh man, here go the controversial questions.
you left.
Well, my only comment is that Brother Zion Lex is a child, and we have children who are delinquent. We have children who's in need of being taught to be respectful. And if you say I am the light, then you've got to offer some brilliance.
Now, it's only right that I let y'all know that Zion, this is old. Zion Lex did call Baba Heru and apologize to him as a man, and Professor Smalls accepted it, and it is what it is. So I want to make sure I put that out there. This is an old clip. Zion Lex redeemed himself after that. He spoke with his elders put him in check, and then he called Professor Smalls, and he issued a strong apology to Professor Smalls.
You can't just have a label of light and then you behave like you're in darkness. So that's as much as he's a child, and saying that is enough. And I took the position as an elder not to engage a child.
First of all, I want to make a correction. It's the book of Anui. And Anui is an important character because he explains the book of coming forth by day, how to prepare yourself for eternal life. You see, the life that we are involved in now is an illusion.
Some library that was going out of business in England from Samuel Wise's. Everybody remembers Samuel Wise's, yeah.
I will be throwing this clip up tonight, y'all.
And I wanted to bring that with me, but it's so big.
2 hours and a half.
Book. Gosh, because I wanted to demonstrate what I was saying about whiteness, about Anui and his wife Tutu, how she was actually, her face was painted as white as the sand, you know, because she represented her presence with Anui in spirit. But that's a very very important sesh. That's what we call the papyri sesh. And I think that everyone should have a copy of it. One of the good things about it, the way it was done, is that we have a line of the glyphs on the top. Then we have the literal translation, what do you, transliteration, and then the English translation.
Now, Baba Heru was considered a grand master teacher in my eyes. There was something else I was able to do, Brother Jabari, and that is, and I'm glad I did it. Brother Reggie, you know this story. Brother Reggie was mad at Baba Heru. I ain't gonna say he hated Baba Heru. I would say he was very upset with Baba Heru. He felt like Baba Heru ain't show him enough love or something. So I said, nah, Reggie, you're gonna come with me and you're gonna sit down with our elder and you're gonna piece it out with Baba Heru. And Reggie agreed.
I do teach about.
And I'm gonna tell you, I know Reggie right now is like feeling a little better that he did do that before his transition. You see what I'm saying? And that's a good thing.
The Nubians. And so one of the things that we know and the Smash will talk about is that not the playa, which is in the Western Desert, right? Mm-hmm. You know, the astronomical site, right? Okay. That site, and there is a cow stone there, right? Mm-hmm. That begins a kind of our cognitive and neural thinking. That period right there. That is where we are systemizing things in Africa at that time. That is one of the earliest. That's in the Western Desert of Egypt, right? So there's the Nile Valley and it's slightly to the west, right? Now those people those are parent peoples. The next group.
All right. We got Supernova in the chat saying he's having problems logging on. The link is at the top, Brother Nova. If you look all the way at the top in the chat.
Isn't that him on the bottom there?
Yeah, that's him. But he's talking about he's having problems logging on. I think he's talking about when he clicks the link.
There's a fifth person there that we can't see. Oh, no, it isn't Supernova. Okay. Yeah.
No, that wasn't Supernova.
Okay.
Yeah, so Supernova, click the link. The link is in the chat. You should be able to click it, and it should bring you right in.
Parent peoples of ancient Egypt. Okay, ancient Egypt is a child, right? So there are several parents, but this group of parents is in Egypt, and it is the people that we call the Tamhu.
The Tamhu.
The Tamhu.
Now, I heard that term before. Jabari called them the white men.
Right. Okay.
The Tamhu.
Okay. Well, later they are called the Libyans, and that's where they get. And the Libyans are lighter, but in the early time period, they were the.
Jabari, you still continue to say that Tamahu is the white man? Unmute yourself, Jabari.
You have to also keep in mind that ancient Kemet is a civilization that lasted for thousands of years. And that they did not exactly have the same race view that we do today. So there are early periods where they may be referring to a particular group of people, and there's another group period where it seems pretty clear that they're referring to the Northerners, people who are what we would consider white, as the Tamahu as well. So yeah, I still do use the term. Is it a perfect term? No, but that's partially because the term they didn't have exactly the same concept of race that we have today.
All right.
Parents of Nubia and Egypt.
So they older than Nubia in Egypt.
The Tamahu people are, because we can date them with not the playa to 8,000 BC, right?
Okay. Now, if Reggie is saying that the Tamahu people is older than what? What did he say, Jabari? Is older than what?
Older than Egypt is what he said.
And he said something else, I think. Not Ethiopia. Did he say Ethiopia?
No, in Nubia, he said.
Oh, Nubia. Because I was about to say, how can a white man be older than Nubia? So that was what you were to say. Or Ethiopia.
The last thing I want to do is to get into a disagreement.
Right. All right, let me play the video.
That's not the time for this is not the time for that.
You know what? I was really bringing that to you, not to
Right.
Reggie.
I know. I said the last thing that I want to do.
Right, I got you.
Not the energy I'm on tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get you on another show on that. I got you.
So we can actually date that region and those groups of people in that area, and then they exchange and they meet up with the Nubians who are coming up, and then they combine, and they are called the Tenahu, and then they are called in Nubia. They're the Nehesi groups, and the Nehesi groups is what Jonathan is going to talk about, right? Now those groups.
As to why we tend to exclude Nubia, because we have been ducking historically as a people. We have been ducking the responsibility of calling the Nile nation by its true name. And Reggie concurred with me the other day that the name of the nation was not Kemet.
Right.
The name of the nation was not Tameri.
Nope.
The name of the nation was not Cush.
Nope.
The name of the nation was not Kenset or even sa.neter, which is another name for what they now call Dendera. But sa.neter also refers to the Horn of Africa, or Somalia, Eritrea region today. That was sa.neter. And
land divine.
The divine land. However, the problem is that we continue to emphasize Kemet and do not give the proper name of the entire Nile nation.
Tawi.
It was called Tawi, Smai Tawi. Now, Smai Tawi was a what shall we put it? The concept of Smai Tawi transcends geographical location of north and south, because the Egyptologists refer to it as the two lands. But it's more than two lands, because our legacy was seen it had both a material and a spiritual connotations. So when they spoke about the two regions, they're not just referring to north and south. They're referring to masculine and feminine, because there are multi-layers of meaning in these terminologies. They're also referring to the right and left brain hemispheres. Those are the two regions. So it transcends even lands to be more inclusive of regions, which has different applications in our speech. So the fact is that it's our fault that we have not promoted Smai Tawi as the name of the nation for all this time. We are stuck. Smai, S-M-A-I, approximately, Tawi, T-A-U-I, or T-A-W-I.
No, I agree.
What does that mean?
United. The United.
Smai Tawi means the united two lands. Tawi, Tau
is multiple. Tau is multiple lands.
Yes.
United multiple lands. So with that, I agree with the overemphasis of using.
Yeah, that's, oh my gosh.
And because it's not in the period that they think, and some of the best of Tawi civilization, as we call it, was earlier. The old kingdom, pre-dynastic kingdom.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I just had that thing and I can't find it now. I don't know. I just put it down.
And you put it somewhere over here.
Where?
So,
it was a white.
We have to eventually solve this problem of using a name that kind of is fashionable.
I will be throwing up the whole video tonight. Y'all get a chance to see it. It's 2 hours long. It's a great video where Reggie and Baba Heru is definitely going in on the information. Jabari, do you want to say anything before I bring in the other brothers?
No. I'm completely comfortable with other people talking about their experience with Baba Heru and their understanding of his legacy and his tradition. I have no issue with that. I might play a little bit if you'd like,
Yeah,
son. That some
that's
things
cool.
that no one has seen
Yes,
before.
let's do
Um,
it.
that I filmed of Baba years ago. But
Okay.
please,
All right, let's get Asar and Kai. You almost threw me off with that name you got there, brother.
That's my
That's
ETE
your what?
Sonny.
That's your what?
That's my government right there. And you got the nickname from back in the day right there.
Yeah.
um which I interchangeably do when I'm on different channels. But by our pet sa.neter, Saber Baba Heru, Uncle Jasaneb, Uncle Wastajed, and Saber Jabari, you know you are the new Baba Heru. You are his continued efforts. You are his insight, and you are what he did before, and you will be what exceeds what he does. And eventually they will remember you the same way as you make your transition to become a golden Heru. And nothing but good thoughts from Saber Baba Heru. As soon as I seen this posted up, I thought of Infudici immediately, because you can't live in this life forever. You have to transition. Um, as you know about the other lives we came from, in the ovum, the ovaries, the stomach, the now, and the later. So his energy is absolutely special. We'll be looking to you for thoughts he wanted to further, and we'll be looking to you for the same guidance, the same greatness, and the same elite level of teaching that he brought to the table. And as you do your due diligence with all your works, that's how we will see you as the other Baba Heru, his baby brother, as Jabari Osaze Imhotep. And for those of you guys who, because we'll be doing the opening of the mouth ceremony,
mhm.
um, over
When you
here.
gonna do that? When you gonna do that?
Uh, we could do it with Jabari if he wants. We can get together and just do some stuff. Um, we could do. I don't know his family per se, but if you want, I have my smaller oddsy. I can get it out, and
Mhm.
we can do that if you like at his
You know how
funeral.
to do that, brother?
Yeah,
Of course, I
No,
we
I
all
know
know.
you do,
yeah.
Jabari. I know
Why
you
wouldn't
do.
he know how to
Don't get
do
the
it?
title Saber if you can't do
Why
that.
wouldn't he know how to do it? I'm quite sure he does.
Yeah,
There is not going to be a funeral per se, but we will be doing his family is going through the motions as one must do, as a family must do, when someone is has become an ancestor. Let's describe it that way. And so
yeah.
all of those particulars, they're going to handle, and I will try to assist in any way that I possibly can. I've been on the phone with his family for hours today, and then we'll be planning. And I believe that the Shrine of Ma'at will be taking a large role in this, if not a lead role, in putting together a major memorial, because Baba Heru did not want there to be a funeral per se. He didn't want to be laid up in a room while people talk about him, or he didn't even want his ashes to be there when people come to talk about him. But he did recognize the importance of a memorial, so we're going to be planning something in coming weeks. All of you will hear about it certainly, and we're going to try to give you enough time so that those of you who would like to come to actually be there in person, you'll be able to do that as well. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
What I would add is, for those of you who are unfamiliar with some of our traditions,
Hmm.
uh, uh, go to go to the Book of Coming Forth by Day, or your Book of the Dead, chapter 21, 22, and 23. You should see something about uh, the female in chapter 23. Those three
Hmm.
are quick understanding of the opening of the mouth, what it does for you. And chapter 20 is the transition and the righteous soul, our brother Baba Heru, being vindicated in front of Jehuti. These are the things that you should know when you understand our tradition and your African methodologies, being a Shemsu and what it means to be a Shemsu, and him transitioning to be an Aku, an effective being. And y'all seen he was effective in this life. So we'll continue to speak on him as an effective being going forth. He got sa.neter talking about spirit and soul today. And you know, sign. So when you say Baba Heru's name, you should smile, be happy, and it should bring you joy at all times.
Right. Hey, Jabari, do you have more than one Egyptian Book of the Dead?
Oh, of course.
I need one, brother. I'm glad you answered quick.
Listen, the reason why you have different versions, they play different roles, right?
You know, I got one, but I got something that's like this though. It's not the full book. It's something like that. But I need one, Jabari. Donate, brother. Donate. Donate to the house.
But when you asked me, do I have more than one copy? I thought what you were asking is, do I have more than one edition? Because
I don't change up now, brother. You answered real quick.
No, I'm not changing. Listen, this is my working. See my working edition.
Yeah,
I read something. I got it. You know, I have something written in there, and this is my working edition. Then I have an illustrated edition. Then I have other texts that are.
You got the one that Rakufu showed just now. Show that again, Rakufu.
Yeah, and I have that one as well sitting here.
And you was talking about this, Adrian. I mean, Asar, this spell right here, 22, opening the mouth. Okay.
Yup, that's the one, right? That's there's three of them, and I believe chapter 20, just pulling from my brain, is when you first transition and you have the discussion with Jehuti. So he's being dealt with to see if he's worthy.
Yeah, there you go.
The deceased appeals to Thoth to vindicate him before the tribunal of the Neteru.
Hello.
You know, Rakufu been on his comedic game lately, man. What are you doing to saw him, Ka? What you doing?
Well, first I had to get JJ 7000 to Mandinka Mali.
That's right.
Then Then me and Jabari and Napasha Tout
Shada.
Yeah. Napasha Tout Shada Nabedhet Shita. We had to deal with the old
aesthetics.
Yeah, we it's time. It's time. So
all right. So let me go on over to my man Rakufu. What do you got to say, brother?
Oh man, I just want to say, can you put me back on the screen so I can see Jabari? Okay, and Jabari, I just that's amazing, man. I just called because I didn't know that he had passed, right? So I was talking to his people right now, and they had just told me, and I gave my condolences because I have him down on my phone as Harura Samaj.
Yes.
And
That's his name.
I got his telephone number, everything. And I used to call him when he was in the Chinatown. I think he had a little office up where he did it. And we just talk all the time, man. And then I'm like, wow, that's Jabari's. I didn't even know the whole. That's amazing.
Oh, you didn't realize the connection.
Come on, man. Man, I was like, wow.
His name is Baba Heru Ankra Samad Se Pata.
Yeah.
Right.
And he used to be in the law enforcement. He was telling me a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He's a retired. He was a retired police officer. Yeah.
Man, and he used to do the all the jewelry and stuff over there. Yeah, because sa.neter, he made you a hat or he made you a hat or something.
He made a lot of my jewelry, and he made that right there that Jabari hold up the
Yeah, exactly.
And what's this famous singer name? What's her name?
Erykah Badu.
Yeah, Erykah Badu as well.
Yeah.
I don't happen to have a lot of his work on today, but I wear this every day. This is the Heru piece that he made for me when I was going through initiation. I've worn this every day for decades. and I wear it on my right hand because I'm right-handed. And so it was something that he made for me as protective amulets, so that I would be able to remind myself that as I do my work, I must remember that the work must be divine. And so this is the reason why I've worn this every day since, I don't know, 1999 or 2000, someplace around there. And then, of course, I later got this. I have many pieces.
Yeah, don't forget. I'm glad somebody DS put it in the chat. He made my sa.neter award.
Yes,
yeah.
And that joint is heavy, y'all. When I tell you it's heavy, bro. Yeah, that's at my house, and it's on the cabinet.
I wanted to ask you, because you was talking earlier when you didn't have us on about people that you did get, and you didn't get Dr. Amos Wilson on film. Did you ever get Layla Africa, Dr. Africa?
Yes, of course.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and I got his wife after the passing. I got his wife too. I got it all in my files. Yeah, that's why I said I've been blessed to get all my people. Like Jabari said, I've been around for a while, man.
I know.
So I was able to get them. I got Brother Dawu. Rest in peace to Brother Dawu. If y'all don't know who Dawu was, man, you talking about Captain Tazoriak, man. He would have ripped Captain to pieces. Brother Dawu ain't no joke. For those of y'all who know, you know.
Powerful, yo.
He was a worker. Let's put it that way. He sold books, and you could be mistaken that he was just a brother that sold books. The reality is he didn't sell nothing. He didn't read.
Right.
So that's what made him so powerful. So I remember having conversations with him, and he would say, "Oh, take a look at this. Take a look at that." When I was speaking to him, even when my former wife Anika was still in college and studying the Medu.neter, and the professor knew that the book was unavailable, and when she said,
"No, I think you're talking about somebody else, Jabari."
Sorry, say.
I think you talking about somebody else.
I'm talking about the brother that sold the books on 125th Street. We're not talking about the same person.
No, you're probably talking about that wasn't Dawu. That's Dawu come from Brooklyn. Talking about. He was militant.
He was old man that you had on their side with the gray hair, old doctor. What was his name? We called him on the street.
No, he wasn't a doctor. His name was Dawu, Brother Dawu.
Okay. No, I'm talking about Jabari. Is he talking about him?
He didn't know. He was a brother that sold books. He was a living library on 125th Street for decades.
You probably talking about Say Cool, not Say Cool.
Say Cool.
Oh, okay. Say Cool. Yeah, Say Cool. Yeah, hey, I'm glad you said that. You know, Say Cool, because Lord Abba supposed to be coming to see you soon, Jabbar. Yeah. You know, Say Cool ripped them to shreds, man. Lord Abba,
I was watching.
Now. Lord Abba, I set you up. Because
to the panel, man, I just want to say, give my
respect. Yo, you don't hear us talking, brother?
No, I didn't hear you.
All right, I was saying that, you know, Lord Abba, no, I ain't set you up, brother. I'm just messing with you. But you was talking this Morris stuff. So Jabari, I brought him around the corner to meet Brother Dawu, Say Cool, right? And he started talking this Morris stuff, man. Oh my God, it was over. I got that on film too. That's on video. But
it's no longer online.
And man,
but why is it not online anymore? Some of you culled a lot of your videos.
Yeah, I gotta throw all that back up, man.
Kemet on trial, that was fire.
Yeah.
Hey, Boy, I wanted to ask you, would you recommend?
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Let me get Kemet first.
Okay.
I just wanted to say peace to the panel. I respect to Baba. Because I seen that, and I was actually happy I finally was able to see you live. I usually don't get the notifications, so I was like, oh man, I finally caught him. Then I seen that, and I'm like, nah. So I definitely have to jump on, give my respects to Jabari and everybody, man.
If I had your number, brother, you'll get the notification.
I had text that number. It's like a 13 something number. I text the number to be in the loop. I don't know if you just didn't see it or not.
Put it in the private chat. So I'll throw it in because I always send out all the links.
Got you.
No, they mess with my channel, so they don't.
I know that's why Rakufu had gave me the number. I had texted, but you probably just didn't see it.
Oh, okay. You probably got my number already. Yeah, give me your number and I'll put it in there. All right. Yeah, go ahead. You can finish, bro.
No, that was it. I just wanted to give my respects, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, brother. Rakufu, go ahead, brother.
Oh, so Jabari,
what's up?
Yeah, you see this? I'm reading this right now about.
I got it, Kim Netta. Oh man, Kim Netta.
Can you see him, Jabari?
Yes, I can. Those are listen.
Okay.
Maulana Karenga, in so many different ways, assists us in truly understanding the moral and philosophical underpinnings of ancient Africa in those 2 volumes.
Hey, hold up. Kim Netta, do it again. Do it again. Put the number again. I hit a button and it deleted it.
Those are amazing text. And Ma'at, I think, is the best thing that has been written on Ma'at thus far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even Asar was saying that it's a good read. This one.
It's good. It's a compendium of all the thought, and with a really cogent analysis.
Okay. So, and I'm right now finishing up this one, the Odu Ifa.
Yes. Excellent.
And he's connecting this with Ma'at.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, you know. And then this one I read as a kid. This one turned me on to
boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I had a relationship with the English translator of that book.
Okay.
And I used to I studied it with him.
Kim Netta, number in the chat again.
What was that, sa.neter? I initially had to read that book in college, and when I was doing my Africana Studies degree, we studied the work of Sheikh Anta Diop.
You know, we got to do them cards too, Jabari. Remember them Black History? They sitting over there not used yet. We're supposed to do those. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna get them. Hold on.
Oh, and Jabari, I don't know if you ever had time to still catch that email I sent you. You hadn't replied to it, just to let you know I was still waiting on you if you ever got time.
I don't even remember you sending me an email. Listen.
I remember I talked to you on Facebook, and then we got on here, and I had resent it to you so it could be at the top, but I don't think you ever caught it again. I know you've been busy. I ain't been tripping off it like that, but I do want you to check it out.
Let me do this. Since you're here, it's helpful. Those cards are really listen, they're all tools that will allow you to assist even other people to come to the study of African and African American history, right? That's why what you're showing is so important. Okay. For those of us who consider ourselves students and scholars, you have to come to our people in a variety of directions. And a bunch of cards with history can be a very effective tool. Very effective tool. Okay. Let me see if I can I'm going to put my phone number in the back chat.
Okay.
Kim Netter, and maybe you could text me.
Okay.
That might be the a more effective way to reach.
Yeah, and if you don't get a response, don't take it personal, brother. He do this.
That's why I said I wasn't tripping. I know my boy.
He do this to all of us, brother. I got to call him 100 times.
Come on.
Wait, Asar MK. I got to say this to Asar. Asar, can you hear me?
Yup, I can hear you.
Okay, so we was talking about Sai yesterday, trying to help him with his breathing technique, with his lung and stuff. I wanted to ask this. I didn't get a chance to look it up. Like, I remember Elijah Muhammad had moved from the East Coast to Arizona for his bronchitis. And Sai has been to LA before. You think Sai needs to be in a warm climate?
Brother, I don't want to bring that up tonight.
Okay, I'm trying to help. All right.
Yeah, no, but yes, I do. But I got you. Let me bring on Jose, man. What's up, Jose?
What's up, Jose?
Good night. Peace to the panel.
Peace, brother.
What's up?
Talk up, Jose.
Good to see all the heavy hitters. Sorry about the elder. I know how it is when people love and good people die. So sorry to hear that, man. That's all I have to say, man.
Wow.
Asar, check your email, man.
Okay, I will for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, yo, Jabari.
Yes.
You got Nova number? Because you could probably tell him what to do.
I don't know if I have his new number. The number I have is a old one. Let me see if I have it. I'm gonna text him right now. See if the number is still good. It's been a little while since I've talked to Supernova.
You got to get this, Jabari. Do you have this one?
Of course.
All right.
That's an old classic.
How about this one? How about this one?
Of course.
Yeah.
Charles Finn. I know Charles Finn. So.
All right.
All right, let's bring in let's get Apostle in the building. Apostle, what's happening, brother?
Our Hebrew brother on assignment. How you feeling, Apostle?
Apostle, you hear me?
Yeah, how you been? For real.
Not yet. How
All
you
right,
feeling,
y'all,
brother,
chill out, chill out, y'all, chill out. Let me get him in here. Apostle, what's up, brother? Apostle, calling Apostle.
His headset ain't working yet.
Oh, what happened?
No, that's me letting him know I'm talking to him.
Is that
Apostle.
you? Oh, bringing him in. Okay.
Got no hair. All right,
We can hear you now.
we can hear you.
How you feeling,
We
big
can hear
bro?
you now, Apostle. Keep talking.
He can't hear us. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
So let me call his ass on the
Well,
phone.
he's at home. That's excellent.
Yeah,
Last time we saw him, it looked like he was still in the.
I'm calling him on the phone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Apostle, we can hear you, but you can't hear us.
Right. My system had rebooted on its own.
All right, we got you on the phone, so you can talk now. Everybody hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
I don't want to.
But remember his. We're still hearing through the computer too.
Are you?
Yep.
You can mute
can
your
hear you through the
computer.
Yeah, mute the computer.
What about now?
Mute the
Yeah,
phone,
we good.
mute the phone so you can still hear us, and then talk through the computer.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I muted the computer, so it should be all right.
Yes, it's good.
Okay. Yeah. Baba, I don't want to spoil anything. Disrespect him on this day. Really, in my heart, there's no disrespect, but just to hear him earlier about North and South, the two lands, and then to take it to way out there, talk about the two brains and the male and the female. I just thought that was strange. Most people know that Egypt is two separate territories, and at times one pharaoh ruled both territories, and then at times it was divided. So between North and South. But that's all I wanted to say. It bothered me to hear Professor Small talk about Zion in that manner. I guess he had his reason and his position. I didn't see the interview, but I thought that was kind of disrespectful within itself too. But I do understand as an elder, I get disrespected all the time. Nobody respects me on sa.neter's channel or any other channel out here. So
do I need to bring out the violin?
That's fair. That's not fair.
Other Apostle.
Let me clear up a lot of stuff for you, Apostle, so you can know.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's going on. At that time, it was Shaka versus Zion Lex. And so when Shaka left, Zion Lex turned up on Professor Smalls for no reason. And he was going at Professor Smalls, brother.
Nah, he shouldn't have
And
did
then
that.
Professor Smalls just fell back, and he was trying to go back and talk to him, but he was turning up, asking him some questions about his belief and all this. And Smalls didn't want to engage in him in that because he looked at him as a young man. And so Zion was like really being rude to him going in. So that's why he said what he said.
Okay.
If you was
I
here,
can
people would
understand.
have saw it. People seen it. It was live on the air.
Right.
But, but Zion.
I can understand that.
Hold on. Why do you think Zion came out and apologized to him?
Because he should have.
Right.
Right
exactly.
now or indifferent.
But so
He should
before,
have.
so Smalls said that before Zion came to apologize. You see?
Right.
So he said all of that, but when he apologized, it was over. So that's all.
Right.
And then with Baba Heru, I think you should stay in your lane with that, because you got Jabari, you got Asar Mkar here, you got the new up and coming student, Ra Kufu, and then you got Kemet in the building. You are way out of your boundaries right now. You're in the wrong terrain right now, brother.
Yeah. Listen,
you here by
just like
yourself as
Reggie,
an Israelite.
Okay, but just like Reggie pointed out, 8 years ago, there was no slang for white folk because there was no racism like that. So we didn't have to come up with no slang like Tamu 8,000 years ago. We know racism is a new concept.
You know what? We could deal with this another time, because that's not what this is. And, I don't want to get Jabari.
I was just talking about
I don't want to get Jabari in debate mode.
Can I just say this? I'm not in debate mode. I'm not going to go into debate mode. All I'm going to say to you, Apostle, is in the Comedic text, when you read the Comedic text directly, you're going to recognize that sometimes they're talking about something very specific, and then other times they're talking about something philosophical. And so sometimes when we try to understand something very specific, you're going to recognize that some of the texts they're much more like poetry, less than reading a newspaper, right? And so that is what Baba Heru was trying to explain when he was talking about Smite Dawi. We could go on. I could show you what he was saying in the text. He wasn't saying something that actually wasn't based. But I think that sometimes when people critique those sorts of things, they critique those things because they're not reading the text themselves. You have to read the text themselves in order to come up with that analysis. Please understand that.
Either they reading it and not understanding.
Well,
or either they read and still not understand.
But Apostle, for a second, I have to ask you: have you read the text themselves?
I read some of the text. I have not read the whole book. No, I got it online.
Brother, it's more than one book. What I'm trying to say to you is, unless you've read everything that they've read, just be cautious in critiquing what they've said.
Yeah, I understand, sir. I understand that. I haven't read the book of Coming by Day. I haven't read it. I haven't read the coffin text. No, I haven't. Now, I've read some excerpts in it. Yeah. I've had lectures about it.
You got muted. You got muted, Apostle, for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, that was me. I was coughing, so I put it on mute.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Apostle. Can we hear you?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead, Apostle. Go ahead. Go, Apostle.
Yeah, I've been in discussions about it. I heard people talk about it. Okay. I've watched years ago. For My People used to come on PBS. Dr. Sheikh Dion was on it, and I can't remember the brother name, but the topic of the show was For My People. Y'all remember that in New York?
Yeah, of course.
On PBS?
For the People.
Years ago.
People. It was called For the People.
Yep.
But I can't hear you. But the point is, all respect to Baba, to the teacher, and no disrespect at all, brother, on this day and time. But 8,000 years ago, they didn't know nothing about a brain.
Oh.
They didn't know about body parts 8,000 years ago.
You're incorrect, brother.
They knew about this stuff maybe 2,000 years ago.
Listen,
but ain't nobody going around doing autopsies 20,000 years ago.
Apostle, of course they did autopsies then. You have to read if you haven't read the text, please caution yourself.
Brother, there was no writing 8,000 years ago.
Stop. Respectfully, what is happening tonight, brother? What is going on?
All right. Hold on. Everybody be cool. Everybody be cool, y'all.
I don't want to
Inky, did you just jump in with that? Just to jump in?
No, Apostle, relax, Apostle. Just chill. You don't got to respond. Hold on, Inky, hold on. Jabari is looking for Inky. Inky, you hear me?
Not in the spirit of debate or
Jabari
argument.
is looking for sources, Inky.
Very important. That's what he do.
Look.
That's what he do, D.
Hold on.
He looks for sources.
Hold on, Apostle.
Listen, what I want you to, this is called the Edwin Smith surgical papyrus. So you're saying they weren't doing autopsies, but I am holding in my hand a translation, look at this, of the Edwin Smith surgical papyrus. Certainly you are going to see that they have identified many body parts, things that we still don't understand how they were able to identify some of the things that they even describe here. So
2,000 years ago.
Chill, Apostle. I'm trying to learn right now.
There are those that argue that the Edwin Smith surgical papyrus was written by Imhotep himself. It is Old Kingdom. Old Kingdom. So I want you to understand that you might have, there's nothing wrong with skepticism, right? Okay, so you heard something, you say, I don't know about that. But then what you have to do is go and do the reading and the study. And I'm going to tell you that there was nothing that Baba Heru said in that clip that could not be substantiated by text.
Right.
And some of the comments that you've made, I'd love to show you, not in the spirit of debate or us having any sort of challenging conversation, but I want you to now search for the Edwin Smith surgical papyrus. This is one of the texts that will show you that some of what you said is actually not correct.
You know what Rock Kufu is doing right now?
You know, I'm ready to go.
Rock Kufu, because he's a good student, Jabari. He needs to be in your class. He's getting that book right now.
Hey, you know what I saw? Evidence of cranial surgery, trepanation, cutting holes in the skull to relieve pressure or treat head injuries has been found in North Africa and the Sahara dating back 7,000 to 9,000 years ago.
Damn.
Where's the bomb?
Where's the bomb? Let me say this. I'm surprised you don't remember that papyrus, Brother Apostle, because it's the one that me and Judah had to have discussions on when we did our debate. I pulled right from it and showed you the first mention of the term for cancer. Remember?
Yeah.
Hey, Apostle, I want you, Apostle, hold on. Listen up, Apostle, please. I want you to relax, Apostle. You just came home. And we don't want to send you back, brother. Just relax,
brother. Yeah, I just want to say one more thing and leave.
All right, go ahead. One more thing.
Just because we read something, it don't make it true. In the 60s, they taught us about Christopher Columbus.
So do you say the same thing about? They taught us all these lies. Do you say the same thing about the Bible? Because when you read something in the Bible, doesn't make it true. See, that's why you should be careful what you say, Apostle.
You can say
I ain't gonna lie. A statement like that discredit all the scholars and all written work.
Your houndstooth pattern on your bookshelf.
Yeah, you just discredit your Bible, Apostle, by saying that.
I didn't teach my Bible in school, and if they did, they taught lies.
Wait.
All right. Let's move forward.
Wait. Listen. Before we get into a debate mode, I just want you to understand. I understand you're saying that not everything you read can be accepted, but what I'm trying to say to you is this book is a translation of an ancient text.
Yeah.
So it's not like
do it.
Hold on, Apostle.
Listen. So that when you see a translation of an ancient text, you know, in fact, that these ancient scientists were doing some of the things that you said that they were not able to do. That's what you have to see. Just go ahead and look.
Apostle, please, brother. You keep talking, but you can't come back doing that, brother. Talking over people, man. That's not.
But I got to get that in. He keeps saying that, but it's not true because it's a timing behind it. What they did 3,000 years ago or 6,000 years ago, and it's not the same as what was going on 8 years ago. Come on, y'all. You know that's to be
You
true.
just discredit your Bible again, brother.
I did not. My Bible wasn't written 8,000 years ago.
Yeah, it was mass 6,000 years
It
ago.
doesn't matter when it was written. It's whether it was the truth.
All right. Thank you, Apostle. Thank you, brother.
I want to know what he got to discredit that. That's a primary source on the subject matter.
It's the primary
Yeah.
source.
That's crazy.
Primary source.
All right, thank you, man. We're gonna move away from that comment from this. Yo, we're gonna move away. Man, god damn, man.
What did you say? What is he saying?
We're moving away from that topic now. Let me get Inky in the building. Inky, what up, brother?
Hey, I just got two. Well, I just came on actually to say one thing, but I have another comment. The first comment, right?
It's about Baba Heru, brother.
This is about Baba Heru. So, Sa, come on now, dude. I want you to relax, brother. Practice doing in and out. Just relax over there, Sa. Okay. So the first comment I gotta make is, where was all of these brothers with the comedic documentation when Reggie was up here saying that Kemet did not explore the human body? Okay, that's the first comment I want to make. And Sal, you was letting Reggie get away with that, talking about I was out of my lane. Meanwhile, now we got Jabari and everybody else.
You still remember that, huh, Inky?
Of course, and I still got the videos because that was an atrocity. Listen, listen, not only was that an atrocity, but then you had Dr. Daniel LaRoche come in and say, yeah, he was co-signing Reggie. And I'm saying to myself, hold on, brother. You wouldn't even have medical instruments as a medical doctor if it wasn't for Kemet, because
I remember all of that.
Okay, so I'll leave that there. Then.
And I did not co-sign Reggie, brother.
Oh, stop that, side, because I got you. King Simon had to come in and double team you with me. So don't you? I got you on video, side. Just tap out and say that Reggie don't know what he's talking about when it comes to comedic science, brother. Now. This is what I wanted to say regarding what the brother just said about Baba Heru. For me, right? I actually found what Baba Heru was saying inspirational regarding the joining of Upper and Lower Kemet. This book here, this is one of the books that we wrote. Right? This is one of the books that we wrote, Fellow of the Craft, right? This is one of the books that we wrote. And one of the specific things that we talk about in that book is the origin of bioelectricity in terms of medicine. Modern medicine has just really started to get into bioelectricity in the post 1961 after they figured out the electron transport chain. When you go through the official scholastic or Western reference material, they go back as far as referencing Galvani in terms of being the father of bioelectricity. But when you actually go to the real text, and this is why I have to reference my material, because there aren't really books out there on it, but what we have authored, you find out that Narma is really the true father of bioelectricity, and Narma being the patron of unification regarding Upper and Lower Kemet. We see you, Sa. We see you, Sa. But what I'm saying is important for the people, especially younger people that want to pick up the study of Kemet, because what I'm saying, when you finish having a good time, Sa, I'll let you finish up.
Nah, you can still talk, brother. People can hear you.
I know, but you're distracting people. Sa, come on, man. This is important. Listen, what I'm saying is not only on the cusp, first of all, is giving validity to the elders like Baba Heru, where they kind of lay some track work and some early ideas that they bring forward to the next generations. And then it's our job to take that information to another level, right? So then you also had Q Butter on earlier talking about stems, right? So I want to make sure that we take that back to the origin. So you all right, man?
Yeah, bro, go ahead.
Get the camera off you. You ain't talking right now.
I was reading the saw, brother. You don't want me? I was reading the saw joint.
Get that. If you want to read something, pull up Narma.
No, go ahead, finish, brother. Continue.
I think he's saying he's not on camera is what he's trying to say, son.
Yeah, I forgot I had it on me while I was reading.
You're trolling. Listen, so what I'm saying is the future is still rooted in comedic science, because as we learn more about the human body, we're going back to bioelectricity, which was rooted in Kemet, which was rooted in the Nile, which is the reason why, well, one of the reasons why Narmer's name references the catfish. The catfish in the Nile was a source of bioelectricity that they would use to treat people for a wide variety of things. So way before there was acupuncture in Asia, way before there was an electron transport chain, way before there was Galvani, there was Narma, there was the electric fish in the Nile, and we have the papyri to substantiate, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, again, you know, I gotta try to interject my opinion while being trolled, but I just wanted to say that it's important to understand that when you're looking at what Kemet left, you know, entendre and metaphor is used to layer the material, so the material has meaning on a wide variety of levels, and sometimes we look at the superficial level and we stop at the superficial level, and we don't really expand all the way out to some of the things that is even more applicable today and to tomorrow, developing these technologies and understandings to create, you know, the future of health science. So anyway, I passed.
Yeah, I noticed, Inky, that you're starting to come back home. You know, you used to be into the Hebrew. Matter of fact, you were studying Hebrew and all of that, the Hebrew language. And I think you still know a little bit about the Hebrew. So it's good to see that you're coming back home and you're getting into real history, brother. Because I noticed that's how your channel was. You was going in on that. So, hey, Jabari, let me bring on the brother Sankofa, then I'll bring you on.
I just want to say, can we try to talk about Baba Heru a little bit?
I agree.
Actually, the debate or contrasting mode.
Yes. All right. Go ahead, brother Sankofa.
No, actually,
yeah, Sankofa, go ahead.
Yeah, no doubt. Yo, peace. Can you hear me? Can everybody?
I can hear you, brother.
Yeah, peace, brother.
Yeah.
Good
Peace.
to see you.
Actually, it was that exact sentiment that brought me up tonight, because I did not have any personal interactions with Baba Heru, but I had vicarious interactions. My first introduction to Baba Heru was in the early 2000s with by a student of his named Kepra Patah, Jehudi Amin, in Seattle. And so I belonged to a group called Kemet Temple, and we used to study Kemet from the Aztec perspective, right? Just the historical importance of Kemet to world history. But the first time I was introduced to the power of Baba Heru was when Kepra Patah did the I don't even know what it's called. It was a libation in which he opened up with the four corners, acknowledging the four sons of Heru and the four dimensions. And it was like
the opening of the way.
That was extremely powerful. It was an extremely powerful presentation. And it blew me away looking at that and just seeing how impactful it was just on the community around us. And so that was my first introduction to Baba Heru. But really, I came up to pay my respects to an elder that was a trailblazer in the tradition. Brother Jabari, my condolences to you and the school, everybody in the shrines. You know, we lost a treasure. Me and my wife, when we heard you speak about it, Sa, we were shocked when you were speaking about it with Q Butter. And so we wanted to know what was going on. So, you know, just let us know how we could support, and we're there. And, you know, we just lost a real treasure in the community. I wanted to actually go up and meet the brother. I'm doing work documenting the lives of our elders that impacted our communities and changed our communities for the better while they are still living, so we can give our elders their flowers while they are still living, because many of our elders have done a lot in our communities in order to get us to where we're at today, but we are losing their stories, and we have now the opportunity to document their stories and pass their stories on in audio visual format. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. I wanted to get to Baba Heru, but I just never got that, and so now
all right. And you know what you can do, brother, is put together a comedic presentation that he would love to see on dealing with Kemet and what you have learned on Kemet, and call me when you're ready. We're gonna do it. Let's go live.
Trying to get him to do a presentation.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do, Jabari. That's not a secret.
Cosmic said Kofa is one of the brightest stars on this channel.
And Kofa is real thorough when it comes to his information and scholarship.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, but what I'm alluding to, Brother Size, I just finished a documentary, right? With this new AI stuff. And I've been waiting to try to figure out when's a good time to come out with it. Like, I've been working with this elder named Baba Zulu. Baba Zulu was one of the original founders of SNCC. The people who helped integrate was the bus riders back in the 1960s. And then he's the founder of the Black independent school movement in the United States, his founding Ujima Shule in 1972. And I created this documentary about his life as a fundraiser for the school, because they're trying to replace they're trying to replace, I think, one of the systems. It's like one of the HVAC systems that need to be replaced in the school. But documenting our elders' lives, like their journey that they went through, you know, what they faced, the racism that they faced in order to get this nation where it's at today, where people are even having these weird conversations that we're in a post-racial society. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying we have the opportunity to document our elders and then show their journey to the next generation. But Baba Heru is one of those brothers that I wanted to do, and his legacy is evident just in that example that I told you about when I was in Seattle so long ago, when I saw his work via another student. So it was a very brother.
All right, wow. Thank you, brother. Jabari.
Yes. Can we? I also wanted to play a little bit of Baba playing his guitar. Is that good?
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, Jabari, do you got the footage of when we honored Baba Heru, how he came in on the chair? You got that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I do.
All right.
We built a palanquin chair and brought him in so that his feet would not touch the floor. It was hilarious because he thought he was going to fall. And at one point I thought that one of the brothers would have dropped him too. So, you know, it's one of those things that I think about. And the chair itself, I think.
Hey, Jabari, before you do that, let me bring in a brother first. He can't come in. He's on the phone. You probably don't know him, but Baba Heru loved this brother. He worked with this brother for a while, and he goes by the name of Perry. I don't know if you Perry. You know Brother Jabari? You met him? Perry?
Yeah, Jabari know me. I'm a part of the Shrine of Ma'at.
Oh, all right. See, I don't know.
He's a member of the shrine.
Yes, go ahead. Talk
now, so we don't see
Jabari. Perry is the one that called me to let me know. I didn't know either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he called me, and then I said, yo, send me the thing. Send me the information. Yeah. So, yes, go ahead, Perry.
Yes, I just wanted to come on and give honor and praise to Baba and just speak about my experience with Baba. It was, he's the reason, gave me my spiritual name, Heru Per Imra, and he's the reason I'm on my path, why I became a member of the Shrine of Ma'at, and why I'm a jeweler, and I make comedic piece jewelry to inspire, and that represents our legacy as well. I do the same thing. My niche teeth. When I first told Baba I wanted to do grills, he said, I ain't going to nobody's mouth. Baba. But that's my calling. The grills is my calling, but I mix it with what I got from Baba, you know. So pieces. I designed comedic jewelry like Baba Heru. I used to sell jewelry for Heru and sell his work. And so yeah, Baba, he was a living legend. He and a master craftsman with that jewelry, man. He did everything by hand. He did everything by hand. He knew how, it started with. So being a wax carver, that's really like a lost art. They not even doing carving no more. They doing 3D printing. They doing it by computer now. Baba, he did it by hand. That's mastery. So, and he got that when he was on the beat, and he was working with the NYPD. He would be making wax carvings while he was working for the laws. So that, powerful, you know what I'm saying? Powerful. He was able to still work on his craft while he was money. He was still focused on the craft. You know what I'm saying? And so he was just big inspiration. I'm Heru Grills. I sell gold teeth. So he's the reason why I'm doing what I do today. And I just really I miss him. We did have a good relationship. I remember, everybody already knew Baba before me and sa.neter. We did a video. We went down to Chinatown and we interviewed Baba Heru. But that was like a reintroduction, to the community, because a lot of new people hadn't really heard of him. He was still new to me, but we went there and we interviewed Baba Heru. You got to put that video back up. And that brought Baba a lot of, and Baba pieces are still available. Y'all can still support and go buy that jewelry, man. Who knows how much longer you really gonna have access to the jewelry that's available. We just don't know. But his son has taken over the business, and he's still jewelry, and they still selling jewelry. And hopefully, I'm a part of helping sell some of the jewelry in the future. And so, man, Baba, just legendary, man. I got so many great experiences. Once, I have a former maid, Sacred Woman. We went there to visit Baba Heru one time, and it was actually like on our anniversary. It was like our second year or something like that. And Baba Heru, he played his guitar and sang for us. He sang for us on our anniversary. So that was.
All right, you there, Perry?
Bless you, brother.
Perry, you there?
Yeah, man.
All right, we love. Oh, he's fine. Oh, it's all right, Perry. All right.
Yeah, Si, can I change the subject real quick?
No, man. Nah.
I just got a challenge. I got a challenge for Rock Hoofer.
No, brother, that's not what we dealing with.
You got it.
Brother, we're not doing that tonight, brother.
He's been out here long enough. He got to go, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to put me off?
Yo, Apostle, chill for me, brother. Relax, bro.
He been up long enough, man. He ain't even talking about nothing.
All right. Close us out, Perry. Get back to what you're doing, brother. Yeah, go ahead, Perry.
About Baba. I am. It's about Baba right now.
I was with you,
Ain't
bro.
talking about nothing else.
Oh, man. But see, Apostle gets mad when I do that, and he think I do that just because I don't like him. I love Apostle, but sometimes he don't know how to stop, man. Go ahead, Perry. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, he sang for us, and he just loved us.
Yeah.
He loved everybody, But he was disappointed in us a lot because everybody was falling short. We wasn't representing right, and so he was disappointed in a lot of us, man, because we wasn't stepping up, representing the legacy like how we supposed to. We gotta do better, man. You know, he's the why the comedic legacy is in Sacred Woman. That's his knowledge in Sacred Woman.
Yeah, Queen
That's
of Four.
Baba
Queen of
knowledge
Four.
that's healing all of these women right now. That's
Yeah.
healing these wounds. Come on, man. Y'all playing on this call right now. This been a shit show. I'm not pleased, man. This about Baba right now. This ain't about nothing else, man. You know what I'm saying? His legacy was too strong, man. He did too much, man. He did too much, man. Come on, man. Get the real ones on the line, man. Get the real ones on. Get Supernova up here, man.
Yeah, I tried to get him, but Supernova said he couldn't get through. It was something wrong with it.
None of these people know Baba Heru, man.
Right.
I don't know who none of these people is, man. We need to get the ones on here. Cause man, Baba, man.
All right, yo, you know what?
So many people. He's so many people's spiritual father, and he got children. You know what I'm saying? That's probably listening, man. And you know what I'm saying? He just did so much. He's the reason why the comedic legacy is here as a lifestyle. As for practitioners, not just scholars, historians. We live this shit. Excuse me. We live this. Y'all just talk about it. It was a brother on here before me. He spoke about seeing the opening of the way. That's practice. That's the living of this stuff. Waking up, doing the opening of the way. He just spoke about how that touched him. That's the real stuff right there. How many other great testimonies like that need to be told? What people don't know about this stuff, about the winter solstice. And what you supposed to do, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna get off this line, man.
Hey, Perry, thank you, man.
And I'm gonna keep on, pressing it. And I make comedic jewelry because of Baba Heru today. My business exists because of Baba Heru.
All right.
My business exists because of Baba Heru. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for Baba.
Thank you, Brother Perry. Thank you, man.
You know, it reminds me of when Harry Kafra passed away.
Hey, hold on for a minute. Hold on. Come on, pick up, brother. Pick up, man.
Who are you trying to get? Supernova?
Yes, sir. Being that he can't get through like that, I'll just call him and let him speak.
Well,
all right. Hey, hopefully he'll call me back. Go ahead, Brother Jabari.
Can I maybe one of the things I can do is show you Baba Heru playing his guitar in his glee. You can see some more of his craft. Baba actually was a student, was someone who studied the history of ancient Africa diligently. But he was also a practitioner. He was a musician. He was an artist. He was many, many things. And I know that when I first met him, we connected on history. Baba is the kind of person I would talk to him about something I read, and he would say, "That's in the book with the blue cover. It's not in the version on the yellow cover. Look at the two versions. They're different." I'd be like, "What?" Yeah, it's around page 78. I would look at it's page 79. He would say, "Oh my goodness, my memory." What? Your memory has a problem because you remember the page in the book, and you already noticed that the second edition isn't the same as the first edition. That was the kind of meticulousness that he brought to the study of the tradition. And I think that because he dressed in clothing that inspired the Kemetic community and created these amulets, some people thought that he was just a practitioner, as if being just a practitioner is a problem. He embodied all of these things. So let's take a look at Baba playing his guitar at an event that was in New Jersey. I don't think the sa.neter TV community has seen this one yet. There are all sorts of videos. Now I'm really going to have to go dig in the crates and show some old videos of Baba. But take a look. And please let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Not yet. It's not
You
sharing
ready,
yet.
sa.neter?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you got to share the screen, bro.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Why am I playing?
You stopped it. We can hear it.
Oh, give me a sec. It was queued for so long that it might not. I might need to refresh it. It was queued, but people were talking for a while. So give me 1 second. Let me just refresh the screen, and then I'll play it. Okay, here we go. Okay, and I'm going to share it again. Okay. All right, sa.neter. See, I had it queued to the right place, and now I had to refresh. Let me see if I go a little fast. I'll fast forward a little bit.
We are here to do. We are Shamsu Heru. Let me tell you what we are here to do. We're gonna put an end to the rape of African culture. Honor the ancient ancestors. Respect and protect the earth. We're gonna do it for the love of our mama Kemet, Africa. Shamsu Heru, let me tell you what we are here to do. We are Shamsu Heru, let me tell you what we are here to do. Forge the links of unity, destroy the dragon of jealousy, so that you and me can really be free. Look at that paranoid oppressor. Look at him running to get his gun. His bombs and missiles won't protect him from the coming retribution of the sun. On that day, his pack of lies, his phony Ivy League disguise, briefcase and necktie, hypocrisy will never mask his crimes against humanity. Shamsu Heru, let me tell you what we are here to do. We are Shamsu Heru, let me tell you what we are here to do. Forge the links of unity, resurrect, smite our way, so that you and me can really be free. Brothers and sisters, let's not be lazy. We got so much work to do. Reciprocity is the way of the Shamsu Heru. Our symbol is the falcon. Heru legend is very old. It's as old as happy for the Nile, and it's been waiting all the while for our discovery. It is the first seed, first root, legacy. Heru.
Heru. I can't even hit that note no more.
No, neither can I. I just want
No,
to
that
say
was great. But yes,
yeah,
we
it
forgot
was,
to say this. The brother said he was a police officer. What
he
does
was a
that
police
mean? But
He was a
let me say this. He always carried his unk and he never pulled his weapon.
That was his weapon.
That was his weapon, man. See, he was a beat walker. He liked to walk the streets where he was able to teach and talk to the people. See, so don't just say he was a police officer without breaking it down. You got to know Baba Heru to break down the story. He carried his unk with him. What police officer you know out there that carry his goddamn unk? Huh? Come on, man.
That picture you're showing is in my house. You know that?
Wow, Jabari. This is on Facebook right now.
Yes. Guess who took the picture?
You.
Wow. That's my picture I took. Yeah. That's the Comedic yoga master you see around Hotep.
Yes,
who
sir.
was like my brother, and the piece he has around his neck is the piece that I
I
wear.
met him, right, Jabari? You introduced me to him.
Of course you have. He's been on your channel at least twice.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Of course. So
all right, that was great. That was awesome. I like that.
Yeah. There are a lot of
y'all brought him in. You want to show that?
Say again?
You want to show the clip where y'all brought him in on the chair?
Oh no, I don't have that one with me. It's on
Oh
another
man.
computer. But we'll do that. We'll do that. I'm gonna go and grab it
I
tomorrow.
was there at the event, so you know.
Yeah. We had at least two major major celebrations of his life. The first one, I think, was his 60th year in the tradition, and that was at the Black Lady Theater in Brooklyn. And then the second one we did was at the National Black Theater in Harlem. So we worked very diligently to make sure that we gave him flowers while he was here. But when you lose someone of his magnitude, it still just feels it feels rough. It's hard for me today, and I know I'm gonna I'll work through it as well, and I'll do my altar work tonight and tomorrow so that I can communicate with him. So
hey, brother Jabari,
yes.
This is just something to put into your ear right now. I mean, you can make a move on it, you know, if you find it, you know, beneficial. But is there like somebody doing like a biography or something that documents his journey? You know what I'm saying? Like that would be a very interesting story to watch. Like
when I wrote my book, 7 Little White Lies: A Conspiracy to Destroy the Black Self-Image, I tried to convince Baba that I wanted to write his biography. We had a few sessions. He was very difficult, so it never happened, and it's painful to me that it didn't, because as long as I was with him, there were stories that I still had not heard. I remember when we had our feast for the elder, the shrine used to have a quarterly feast for the elder. He would just come in and talk with us. He was telling the story, and I was going to get some chairs, and I came up and I said, I ain't never heard that story. And I was like, oh, it was really loud, because I said, wait, he's still giving people new stories that I have not heard. So, you know, there's still so much of his story that has not been told, right? There's still so much of his story that it's never been written. And I think that it would be powerful to be able to do something like that. You know, he was struggling a bit more cognitively in his later days, right? So Definitely it was a challenge. And then we're talking about this year. This year really is when he was struggling. So
Brother,
another idea that, you could do an anthology of brothers and sisters that knew him throughout the course.
Yes.
I mean, I would advocate that would be a very good piece to put together that would be very beneficial for the community on the whole.
I think, and there's enough video of him that there could be quotes and pieces that we excerpt. That's true. You're right.
I'd like to see y'all do movies on these people. And when I say these people, because I like one of the last interviews for Baba Heru was with me and Patasa Karasar, right before he transitioned. And you know, he's Tambourine, his wife, and you know, his son and all that. You guys are in the house of Ancestor House. You remember Ancestor House?
I do.
So when you guys are growing up,
Elder Camille Yarborough.
Yeah. You guys are growing up in that setting. You, Saber Reggie, y'all really should make a movie about what takes place there, because it's a beautiful story, and you have so many stories that could come out of there from Baba Heru to Harry Kafra, of course, Dr. Riketi Amen. You know, you guys will be starting with Sheikh Antijope, John Henry Clark, and Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Saber James Smalls. So all you guys are their children, from Shaka Amos on down. So and it starts with Dr. Ben and his relationship with Malcolm X. And when you see Dr. Ben in the X movie, and he go, I've never seen a brother so powerful, and nobody even knows who that kid is because they don't build on it later. They just show a picture of Egypt and the pyramids behind them so that you could take the hint and understand this is Dr. Ben. This is how he becomes Dr. Ben. So if you'll tell that story, it's really this is what we want to see on Netflix. I got friends with stuff on Netflix called MNLD. So I know y'all can make it to Netflix. So and we got people who will help you shoot it. Because Baba Heru is a treasure, needs to be remembered, needs to be talked about. Harry Kafra was, to me, went under the radar. No one talks about Harry Kafra. This is one of Riketi Amen's favorite students, and was short for everything she did. So
I'm pretty sure I met Harry Kafra at the celebration in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I did not know him prior to that. But he and Baba Heru had a close relationship as well. And that's that, yeah.
Hey, Jabari, in the concept of transition, I was under the understanding that maybe the Jews got this from us, so I want your understanding on this. I understand when people transition in the Jewish faith, they celebrate. Did we celebrate because we were going to a better not rest in peace, but reawaken in paradise? Was it some type of like another level, like a metamorphosis?
I clearly think that there were, when someone makes their transition, there are a bunch of celebrations, right? There's not just one. Some of them are sorrowful. You have the mourners who are supposed to represent, Austin in Bedhet, the two mourners who are mourning Asar, and then of course you have those powerful incantations. I call them incantations that you even can see as early as what is usually known as the pyramid text, where you see someone who was victorious, who was Makeru, true voice. And so there were a bunch of celebrations. Okay. I know that as someone who was raised Roman Catholic, I remember that around Easter and even in around Christmas, they would have these processions where they would act things out.
Okay.
And it was one of the things I thought was most powerful. And then I realized, oh no, all of that is African. All of it. All of it. Every single part of it is African.
Yeah.
And we can see those same dramas being played out about the resurrection, the divine resurrection of our ancestor Asar. And in this instance, Baba Heru Ankh Ra Samad Se Pata Asar. in those celebrations as well. And you might have heard me even read the description in one of the manuals of how to do the celebration. When we were having those debates around is Asta version, I was actually reading from a papyrus that gives you instructions on how to do a particular aspect of those celebrations. So they were all there.
Okay.
And definitely you would see altar work. Sometimes today when people look at me, they say, oh, you're pseudo, you doing this altar stuff and everything. And I show you in every single picture, there are altars. In every single image in Kemet, there are altars. They have different types of altars. So many, they have different types of names. So this is the kind of stuff that we're supposed to do to be able to best connect to the ancestor. And we have to remember that the prayers that we read remind us that one who becomes an ancestor goes into the land of the living, but also returns to the, goes into the ancestral land, but returns to the land of the living. And we make prayer that they are able to do so unencumbered, so that they can go and return. I'm gonna just read a section. This is from the Rayu Partamurungir. I have always called it the ancestral transition prayer, but I'm gonna read the English, okay, just so you can see what it says. It says, give thou splendor in heaven, might on earth, and triumph in Neterkurt, sailing down to Jejedu as a living soul, sailing up to Abtu, sometimes called Abydos, as a phoenix, Benu, going in and coming out without being repulsed at the gateways of the Duat. May there be given to this one loaves of bread in the house of coolness, offerings in Anu, in a field enduring in Sechet Arui, and wheat and barley in it, to the soul of Asar, the scribe Anui. So what they're saying to you here is, in practice, we made offering to the divine soul of an ancestor, and then they would have the ability to go into the afterlife and to come back into our space, to intervene in our affairs as the living as well. And the prayer was for them not to be repulsed. In other words, once they come back here, please let them back.
Last question I got for you.
Yes.
Powerful question. In my observation, I've seen where in the Christian religion, the sun is on the shoulder, which they would call, Yasir would call the sixth, the pineal, the sixth chakra. Just live with chakras. But every comedic deity I've ever seen never had, it always said on the crown chakra was the sun. Why is it? Is it that we're a higher knowledge of light, or because they're always at that level? But I always see every comedic, everybody has the sun on top of the crown.
Now I want to say this to you. What I'm going to give you is my analysis.
Yeah.
I have not seen a cogent enough description in the ancient text to tell me exactly why it is demonstrated in that manner. But one of the images, one of the descriptions that is most helpful in understanding why the sun is positioned that way is when you look at what is called, oh goodness, it's a ceremony where the two ladies as the two kites recognize the reanimated soul of Asar. And you see the Jed column, the Ankh, and then you see the symbol for Ka or soul, and then you see where the sun is positioned. So in some ways, this is about it's about several things. It's about elevation of the spirit. Okay. It's about the resurrection of an ancestor. It is about the soul of Asar coming into existence again, and the two ladies celebrating that he's returned.
Asar, listen to what he said. When he said the soul in Spanish and Latin, SOL means son, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. Rock cool be cracking me up, yeah, he's speaking.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all, but we are at the end of the show. I don't want to keep prolonging it.
Yep.
But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that I will be hooking up with his son. I was on the phone with a brother. I will be hooking up with his son, and I will be the one that's taking over.
L. Layton. Good. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I will be joining with A. Layton, and we're gonna see what's happening with this. And
Good.
brother Muhammad, Queen of Four son. I was on the phone with him.
Wonderful.
Yeah, he's hooking everything up as we speak, so that'll be
Yeah.
good. And I want to go around and let everybody say their last words. I want to just give you a minute, and let's start with brother Sankofa.
Light and love, peace and blessings to the panel. Just, you know, this is Brother Sai wanted to say appreciation for bringing this information to the community. It's something that should be known. Brother Jabari, you know, my condolences to you and your community again. And that's really it. You know.
Okay, thank you, brother Sankofa. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Put together something powerful, brother. And
Yeah, I'll put together something for you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Peace.
All right, peace, brother. All right, let's go, Rakufu.
All right, I want to say Nukpu Necheru Hecheru I'm Hotep Sekmet Pita Kepura Amun Re Sutin Nechara Ankuja Sene.
Yeah, you've been practicing that for a while.
Dwa. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Asal Mkab, boy, you really got him, bro. You got him, bro.
He's in good hands. He's in good hands. He's in good hands.
He's in good hands, yes, sir. Yeah. All right, brother. Asal Mkab.
How can I do? You want to talk about after this?
All right, Asal Mkab. Go ahead,
Man.
close out for Baba Heru, brother.
We lost one of our best friends. We lost a very good brother. We lost a father. We lost an elder, and the Dejeg column in our community is passing. And as he transitions, I want you to think about your ancestors. To his family, of course, you know, write that letter to the dead. Write that letter to the living, to the eternal life of Baba Heru. Write it because it's going to be therapeutic, and get everything out and tell him on paper. Express it in your writing, express it through your heart, and express it through your soul, and wear it on your sleeves. And we look at your family to produce the next Baba Heru. And with that, we honor him, we honor you, we respect all his spiritual sons, and we look for him in Jabari as we look on YouTube. Imita.
All right, thank you, my brother.
Dua, brother.
And brother Jabari,
Yes.
your last word.
I want to say, Iau, 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 sa.neter. Di sa.neter. Asar, 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 We are asking that the divine, glorious ancestor, Heru, Baba Heru Ankra Samad Se Pata, join onto the boat of Ra, and that not a wave crash upon its bow. We ask that the ancestors stand in honor to assist him in making his divine transition. We ask that the Neteru set a place on the throne of Asar for this ancestor. And we ask that his family, that his friends, that his community be given solace in his passing. We ask that our abilities will be heightened so that we can remain in communion with this sacred ancestor. We say, Dwanter, Dwanter, Dwaluinter. I just want to say that I don't know what the world looks like without Baba Heru. He's been with me for decades, and he supported and guided me for decades. I don't know what the world looks like without him in physical form. And I'm truly hoping that we all remain inspired to retake the African traditions and hold them aloft so that we can go into the next period, this next era in the lives of people of African descent, utilizing our traditions to bring us back into power. We know that this is something that Baba Heru expected us to do, and we will say to you, Baba Heru, we will not disappoint you. With that, let me say to you, dua sa for doing this, dua for doing this. It's important for the healing of the community, and I just want to say that we you too. We're so honored that you put it together, and we say dua to you once again for introducing Baba Heru to a whole other a generation,
young audience, young
speakers. Yes. That was one of the things that was something that you did that no one else was able to do as successfully, for introducing this elder to a younger audience of people so they could understand his journey, so that it can inspire us to take our own. With that, let me say to you, sa.neter, Dwa, you are my brother. I love you. And I will see you soon.
Thank you, Brother Jabari. Same here,
Right
brother.
now.
Peace and blessings to you, brother.
Peace.
All right. Yes, I want to say peace and blessings to everybody. And Baba Heru, the body is gone, but the spirit is still here. The energy is still here. And for those of y'all, he ain't leave you. You still close to him, right there with the teachings that he taught you. So always remember that, Brother Jabari. It is time for you to carry that torch now on your own and build up other students so that when you're gone, they will be doing the same thing for you. See, it's ongoing. Life is ongoing and we're always moving forward. So we celebrate the life of Baba Heru. We don't cry. Some people cry. It's all right. I'm not saying you're bad for crying. It's all right because we know you love them and we know you miss them. But some people ain't on the same level as other people. So, brother, it's all right, Perry. We love you, Perry. And you showed your love for Baba Heru tonight. And so, Baba Heru moved on. I'm just so blessed that he was a part of my life. He came into my life. I was blessed to be a part of Dr. Ben's life and sit in the house with Dr. Ben and his wife. Sit at the table with my twins when they was little. Both of them, Africa and Asante, little. We in the house with them. Y'all saw that. Did y'all see that? Anybody? With Africa and Asante and they asking Dr. Ben questions. I could pull that video up. If I knew, let me see if I could get that, if I could find that video. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it on time, but with Asante in Africa when they was little babies, and I think it was Africa asking Dr. Ben questions. Yep. Do anybody remember that? I'm gonna see how far y'all go back. I want to see how far y'all go back with sa.neter. And then, of course, me and Reggie went one day. Reggie took me to see him a few times. Damn, I don't think, let me see. 13 years old.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's not it. That's not it. 13 years. Let me see. No, that's not it. Because I know they wasn't 13. But anyway, I got to organize my files, man. But anyway, thank everybody. I'm still looking. Oh, that's not it. I know some of y'all seen it though. Oh man. Hold on. Look at that. I'm coming across this video. How did I forget this living legend? He is still with us. See that? That's why I am so blessed to be with these brothers, these living legends. Man, he is still with us to this day. How did I forget this brother with Infodisi? Infodisi is not the oldest one. I repeat, Infodisi is not the oldest elder that we have still with us. But it is Dr. Leonard Jeffries. Went out to his home to go visit him. Blessed to have Dr. Jeffries in my car too. See that? Man, I got mad history. Mad history that be worth thousands and thousands of dollars in the years to come.
Yep. Facts. All right. Have you ever did
hold on. Yo, ain't that something? I went to Dr. Jeffries' house to take him out of Jersey to drive him to Jabari house and set up an interview. And we could have did the interview there. But I said, nah, let's go to the Jabari house. And you best believe he talking to us like going in. Look at him running his mouth.
Comes out of the deep African tradition. And so when you go to any sacred European space in Christianity, particularly Catholic Christianity, you have a Madonna and child.
Man, when I tell you that this brother here, that this scholar was a goddamn walking history book, all you got to do is set up your camera and put it in front of Dr. Leonard Jeffries. And from Manhattan, you could go to the store in Brooklyn and then Queens and then come back home and he'll still be right there running his mouth teaching about the history. That's how much wealth of knowledge and information Dr. Leonard Jeffries have.
Yeah. You need to do a remake with him, Si.
I think he was sick too.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah, he was sick, and I don't know how good his speech is right now. Okay. But I remember, hold up, who was it? It was Dr. Clark? Yes. It was Dr. Clark passing that Dr. J came to me when I was living in the projects. Yeah, he came to me when I was living in the projects, and we were trying to get some money. Was it Dr. Ben?
Funeral?
Yeah, it was somebody. I forgot who it was. It had come to me. Oh, I think it was Barashango. Ishaka Musa Barashango. One of them. And that's when I was doing, no, it wasn't one of them. That's when I was doing the VHS thing, the VCRs, the tapes. And I think I gave Dr. Jeffries over 100 VCR tapes of the ancestor that passed away. I'll get it. It was one of them. And we were trying to raise some money. So I gave Dr. J over 100 VCR tapes to sell at one of the events so that we could generate money. You know what I'm saying? To raise money.
Yeah.
People don't talk about all the stuff that I've been doing, that I did with Dr. Ben, that I did for Dr. Ben. I went to his house just to donate money. Me and Brother Rich. I went to over there to take him out of there and drive him, and we gonna go eat.
Yeah.
I did this with my children. I took my babies to go over there.
Didn't you record that? I saw that.
Yeah, I recorded that. But that's what I'm talking about. When people say, what you did, and what is it? Brother, I've been out there doing this work, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real talk.
Yes. But that's part of the work that I've been doing right there with that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, have you ever got Malefi Ashante on tape?
No, Malefi Ashante, no. Nope.
We gotta get him.
I got him on tape, but I never
interviewed him, talked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Malefi Ashante.
I know you got Baba what's his name from Texas?
Who?
Ashwa Kwesi.
No, Ashwa Kwesi didn't like nobody to film him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's why you don't really see nobody filming him. He ain't want nobody. He filmed himself.
He talked to Rich though before. He talked to somebody on one of the guys.
Yeah, but you can't film it though.
Okay.
Yeah, he spoke to King Simon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can I? You don't by what we're doing. What I told you I was going to do today for you.
We'll talk about that off the air. Stay right there. Peace and Black Power family. Peace and love. We out of here. Stay right there.